emotionally on many fronts a very tough day today. Can you tell us how you feel?
As I use this, okay. Mark, obviously very disappointed in, and one's heart is sore. That's not how we wanted to end it, but I think Jaco said it earlier in the week that this team will not be defined by one match, and the reality is, to get to a final, you have to do some things right, and this team, I love them to bits. I love each individual, the way they supported me as a coach, and although the result didn't go away, I asked them half time not to give up, keep faith and keep fighting, and they did that at the end. You even got the feeling if the game were a bit longer, you could have pulled it. So to me that was quite satisfying that they never gave up. But it is emotional because it's the last time I'm going to be in the change room with these guys, and walk away from special people, special group of players, special management, and a special union. So it's a tough one, but that's sport. Sport is defined by small moments, and I experienced that as well as a player in 2007, where one or two kicks cost us not to look after the ball, and then Abana scored. And tonight again, I think the players will look back at this game and say there was one or two moments that the game slipped away from us.
Can you expand on those moments? Which do you feel were vital moments in this match?
Well, the red card definitely, and then the first try that they scored. The first try was we did all the playing, and then we lost the ball in the ruck, and they almost like against the run of play scored. I think that gave them a lot of confidence. And then obviously there was one or two things that when we had a line-out close to the try line, and they credit to them, they contested it. Johannesburg unfortunately lost the ball close to the try line. It would have maybe brought the scores very close. So that was that small little moments, that finals is all about, of getting that 3-4 opportunities and not using it.
Do you feel the red card was justified?
I suppose it's. I made a point when Robbie Kutsia got a red card, how I feel about red cards. I don't think 62,000 people paid to see a 15 versus 14 game. So the player can get disciplined afterwards, and I'll stand by that, especially if it's not out of the law, in the sense that that's a kick or in the face or a punch or dirty play. And again, I can't say too much, and one has to respect what the officials say, but one must take account if a player jumps in the air and going forward, where does he go? If somebody touches his leg. So, but suppose the New Zealand people are happy now that Jaco is a good ref, because last week he wasn't a good ref.
Johan, what were your words for Kwagga after the game when you must have been devastated?
Yeah, I think Rudolf Strali summed it up that, he's a great person. When he was 4 times man in the match, everybody loved him. So why will that change? Again, it's an interpretation about physics and a law. And, people, that's my problem. A law will say one thing, but common sense say other things. So anyhow, he's a great player. He done tremendous for us through the whole season. We can't judge him by one incident. And we still, respect and love him as a person. What he brings to the team off the field as well, people always say what players bring on the field, but off the field is a great character and it's a great for the team, so that won't change.
Because the last few weeks we've seen this team come back from what some people would describe losing positions, and it was a 25-3 down today to be a try away from a 1-point game. Does that maybe just speak again of the attitude of this team?
Yeah, definitely, Mark. I think we left this one a little bit too late. 25-3, we scored the 2 tries, 25-17. Like I said, if we could have held onto the ball there with about 5-6 minutes left, and we could have scored a 1-pointer, we could have kept the ball. They looked quite tired. Maybe a penalty from the halfway line would have done it, but wasn't meant to be. Those 1 or 2 moments we spoke about, the line-out, the last ball in contact, obviously gave them the edge. But it took a lot of the guys, to the 14 men, to come back against a quality Super Rugby side like the Crusaders. Take a lot of character, and that's why I said I'm very proud of the guys. I think a lot of people look at this game as a one game. I look at this players as the last 4 years, what they have achieved and the character how they played. And they never, look at Franco Moster, look at Jaco Kriel next to me tonight. Just go look at him as individuals, how they never stop fighting, and that to me is the most pleasing.
Because Red Claw side, you've got to be impressed as well with their line-outs. First of all, the 3 big line-outs in their 22, and the way they defended them all, that was exceptional for them.
Oh, definitely. They've played good rugby the whole year. I said to the coach afterwards, I said congratulations, because they were consistent. They had the one blemish against the Hurricanes, but the rest was superb, and they showed it in last week how they defended, and credit to them. They did a lot of homework. They contested well. So I can't take anything away from them. That they are quality side, and you could see how calm they were when we got closer. How clever they slowed everything down. So they quality side and well-deserved champions. One can always argue what if, but on tonight they champions.
Jaco,
I think we're probably going to ask the same question. I just want to ask your emotions the moment the red card happened, and the thoughts that were going through your mind knowing that you had to get the guys together.
Yeah, that red card was really difficult for the whole team, but luckily it came close to half time. So I haven't said a lot to the players, so we just came into the change room and we just said everybody's going to have to work a little bit harder. And in the second half, we wanted to play our expansive game. Obviously it's difficult because we love our loose forwards and outside channels. But the boys stuck to it, and they really tried hard, and I'm really proud of them for doing that.
Just your emotions right now, also Jaco, with the coach now done with you guys, and getting this far and not,
Yeah, my emotions are just all over the place at the moment, so it's really difficult for me. Coach has been like a father to me. He's a mentor. He's one of the greatest coaches I've met in my rugby career, and he's taught me so much, and I believe it's for the rest of the guys the same. So we're not going to be sad about it. We're going to celebrate him tonight, and we're going to make this night special for him, although we couldn't get the trophy for him. As I said after the game, it was never about winning and losing. It was about glorifying God, and I really believed we inspired people in a way tonight. But yes, we're really going to miss him, and he's probably one of the best coaches in the world.
We know you're playing so we know you're actually leaving for Gloucester and so on.
I'm off on Wednesday evening, and obviously start there on Thursday.
Starting there on Thursday.
We will keep him busy till Wednesday.
Coach, a difficult question. In the 4 years or whatever years, what has been your highlight?
Sure, there's a lot. To think where we were 2014 after a lot of guys left the union and got together as a new group. Kortnos Kosans, Robbie Coetzee, Franco Mostert, Warwick Tecklenburg, Skalk van der Merwe, Billy Brits. Jaco was here from the juniors, still a youngster in experience-wise. When we got onto the plane for the first time on tour, 24 guys out of the 26 played in Australasia for the first time. So that growth of the team, now we've got 11, 12 Springboks, if you include every guy who played in the last 2 years, Elton, and then obviously the new caps in Rowan Jansen van Rensburg, Dreyer, Bubus, Ross, Franco, Jaco, the whole list. And then, so that's a highlight for me, because I think we all coach to get the players to the best possible position they can. I hope that the players enjoyed the time and said we worked hard, but we we love to come to the Union. That was always my ambition. And then some special victories, you know, we had a lot of first time we beaten the Stormers at Newlands, first time we beat the Sharks at Kings Park, I think first time we beat Chiefs in Hamilton's, the Crusaders last year in the playoff. There were so many firsts, scored the most tries of the season last year. You know, so there's a lot of highlights, and most of all, seeing this men become real quality players and people off the field. You know, a lot of them got married, a lot of them got children now, and just see them become real adults, and how they treat life. So yeah, so it was a great journey, you know. So there's a lot of highlights from individuals, but also collectively as a team, what we achieved together, records that was broken, and yeah, it was a great honor, you know. And I just again want to thank you guys as the media, always supporting us, thank the supporters, the sponsors, and like I said, always said, you know, thank God for this journey, how He honored, you know, stayed with us, and how He stayed honored His word that He gave me in 2013, that this union will become a strength again.
Wat is die ding wat jy die meeste gaan mis met News Rugby?
Ek is baie lief vir my forwards. Omdat ek die forwards coach is, maar omdat ons altyd so lekker forwards kamp gaan hou, so in Januarie, Februarie, as ons daar in die Bosveld, daar waar niks kan breek nie. Baie glase, maar ons maak dit nou plastiek. So ja, nee, so ek gaan daai baie mis, jy weet, ons het altyd spesiale sulke tye, en ja, en daar's maak nie saak, jy weet, van Rose wat vir ons koffie maak, die opgewondenheid, die glimlag wat sy vir ons bring, Johankie wat altyd seker maak die toerusting is reg, jy weet, daar's altyd glimlagte, altyd positiwiteit, maar ek gaan verseker die by bestuur en die spelers die meeste mis, omdat hulle altyd 'n ou so ondersteun het.
Okay, sorry, I know it's difficult maybe, but when you decided to take the Gloucester job a few months ago, I mean, did you think it was going to be this difficult to say goodbye to this union? Did you realise it was going to be so hard?
No, I didn't think so. You know, you think that people, you know, life. I said to the players now, there's a lot of things in life we don't understand. That's the reality of life. You know, you're in a car accident, you don't understand why, or somebody passed away close to you and you don't understand why. But the sun will shine tomorrow, you know. So I always thought it would be easy to move on. And I really battled my emotions this today. From this morning when I stood up, it was, I think I shed a lot more tears than I thought I'm going to. You know, this morning already started when I thought about this whole day, and with this group in the change room as well was quite special. So it's tough, you know. And I must be honest, if I said I doubt if I made the right decision this morning, but then again, you know, it's not about me, it's about what God's got planned for me, and I must, if it means that I must go away to make a difference somewhere else, I trust in Swys. I said to you now, I believe that Swys can even go the next step further. There's a quality group that's going to support him and you know, be behind him. So yeah, so it wasn't so easy that I, you know, never that it would have been easy, but it's harder than what I thought it's going to be. Yeah, like I said, like Kriel said, we have to celebrate tonight together, and I trust that I've made players and friends for life, not just for this period that I was here at the Lions. Okay, ja, natuurlijk is ons hartseer oor die uitslag en oor wat gebeur het. Dit sou natuurlijk baie lekker gewees het om vanaand saam met al die ondersteuners wat uitgekom het en my span te kon vier. Maar een wedstryd, jy weet, kan nie hierdie karakter van hierdie span opsom nie. Dit is soos ek vir die spelers na die tyd gesê het, jy weet, ons harte pyn, ons emosies is teleurstellend, maar hierdie span se karakter was fenomenaal in die laaste jaar en ook in die laaste paar jaar. En daar was 'n paar oomblikke in die wedstryd wat natuurlik deurslaggewend was en wat ons ongelukkig die telling was van so hard dat ons nie heeltemal oor daai wedstryd kon kom nie. Maar wat ek weer sien is van 25-3 na 25-17 die karakter van hierdie span en dit is wat by my sal bly vir altyd oor hierdie groep spelers en wat se karakter hulle getoon het. En krediet aan die Crusaders, jy weet hulle was heel jaar goed en waardige kampioene.
En die rooi kaart, soos die weer het sê.
Ja, ek weet die rooi kaart is altyd debatteerbaar. Ek dink ek het 'n paar weke terug my gevoel gesê oor rugby wat mense betaal om 'n sport te kom kyk en ek voel as die oortreding van so hard is dat dit nie vuil spel is nie, moet ons regtig hersien of dit 'n regverdige aksie is want sulke oomblikke gebeur so vinnig en daar is soveel faktore wat in ag geneem moet word. Momentum in die lug, kan die ou weggee, kan hy weg uit die pad uitkom en vir dit word 'n span gepenaliseer, nie net 'n individu nie. So dit is obviously gemaak op die dag die besluit en natuurlik vir ons het baie moeiliker gemaak om 'n resultaat te kry, maar weer eens ek is trots op die ouens oor hoe hulle geveg het met 'n rooi kaart wat hulle gehad het.
We spoke about the things you're going to miss. I'm just wondering, are you going to be missing the beard as well?
No, I mean, it was a deal, and I've stuck with it, and now I think the happiest person will be my wife because for a few months I haven't got a kiss because of the beard, so now I can get one again.